All right, we have a fun randomizer show tonight. First time guest on the randomizer, and I believe first time guest on the channel. It is Underdog's Nick Rudman. You know him via Twitter with the CryptoPunk Avi, a man who's a machine in the gym and sure does love him some New England sports teams. You guys submitted some incredible prompts, 18 picks on tap, all dictated by the wheel. Let's see if Mr. Rudman is up for the challenge.
Wow, Underdog Fantasy with the Randomizer Draft.
You piece of shit.
Wilson!
It's glowing hard.
I like big bulls, so I cannot lie.
Bring one of your dogs.
Yards to the fucking house against Carolina in Week 10.
All right, Nick Rudman, welcome to the show. How are we doing tonight, buddy?
How are you doing, man? Excited to be here.
Yeah, I can feel it. Are you a little nervous? You seem to
I'm a little nervous.
That you were getting in your replies the past 24 hours.
Underdog users love to troll me. I didn't love a lot of the prompts. And I'm just a fake content guy. Like I was gonna say like it's weird. I've never been on the channel, but like it's not weird. I know I like pretend to be a content person sometimes, but like I'm really not. So I am a little nervous.
Yeah, no, you've done a little content. You did our pal Davis Mattek's Take Cast. That was a very good episode. People got to go get to know you a little bit more there. But I feel like between Underdog Cardio Club, between all of your hot takes, I feel like you got one foot in the content streets.
I force it by tweeting 100 times a day.
Yeah, you tweet more than I do, and I'm a content creator for a living.
Not once has someone at work say, "Hey, how do you work while you're tweeting literally all day?" But I make it work.
How do you? Because one of the reasons I honestly don't tweet a ton is because then I know I'm just going to hang out in the replies, check my notifications, and I'm going to lose like 45 minutes. But you're still very productive. Are you just able to fire off a tweet and just be like, I don't really care what people say?
Yeah. If I have something that I think is like particularly spicy, I'll mash refresh to see if I made the right person mad. But generally, I don't really care. I just shoot from the hip and I'll check it later.
Paul says that's why you never look at the prompt. So by necessity, the way I promote the show on Twitter, I tag the guests. I want the guest audience to help suggest prompts. So they're naturally going to see some of those. I do keep a form in the Discord. So those of you guys who are YouTube members that are in the randomizer channel, you guys can submit prompts there. And Rudman has not seen those. And then I got my team. We curate these prompts. But you've already drawn a line in the sand on some of these vegetable prompts. You're not even going to do what Ian Hartitz did last week and do an athletic greens as a proxy. You're just saying flat out, no vegetables.
I mean, I don't want to be a bad sport. If I don't have vegetables in the house, if there's like something in the house that I could substitute for, I'm as open-minded as I can be.
That's fun. And you're also playing an away game right now. You normally are based out of Miami, but you're in New York right now, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm in New York for a bit of the summer, staying with friends here in Soho. So yeah, I don't have. There are a few prompts I saw, whether it be dumbbells or like a dog or food stuff. I don't have any of those things. I did find some tiny dumbbells in case we need a prop. But yeah, I'm on the road.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna make do. We've worked on the prompts. We will make it work. I did ask Rudman if he had his dog because I thought an incredible prompt would have been you having to recreate the Bill Belichick COVID draft night scene with his dog at the kitchen table.
It would have been good. Love Nike.
I did just share the link to the draft we are about to do in the Discord. It looks like we got a couple more spots left. I'm going to give the YouTube members the first crack at this, and then we will get this draft filled otherwise. But how's hot best ball summer going for you? Always lots of stuff going on in the Underdog neck of the woods.
Best ball summer is good. I don't think this is giving anything away. We like the timing and size of puppies. A big part of that is like trying to slow down Best Ball Mania.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly not victory lapping anything on June 8th, but it's filling faster than I think we'd like. So we'll see. Like we put out a puppy and Best Ball Mania still has a huge day. So it's going well. I'm excited for that. We have fun stuff coming.
I'm begging you guys to keep it at the pace that I know you guys want it to be at, and I need it to be at as someone who's streaming all 150. Like, I need all the months, all the days of the summer, because if all of a sudden I wake up and I have like 3 days in the middle of July to get in all my Best Ball Mania entries, you will kill me, Rudman. You realize that will happen.
It's insane. It's June 8th, and I know like a lot of people with like hundreds of drafts done already.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I'll ask in the chat sometimes on my streams. I am posting the link to the draft in here, room for 3 more. And there's people in the triple digits. And like, I feel exhausted right now. I'm at, I believe I'm at 43 completed, or no, sorry, 45 completed. So I'm almost a third of the way done. And I'm like, holy cow, we got a ways to go.
I did 27 slow drafts basically all at once. And I've had to take a break. I just like, it was so much drafting every day. My teams are terrible. Like, I'm so bad at stacking this year. I don't know what it is. Like, ADP is just throwing me off. I'm still not used to it. But yeah, it's going well. I'm really excited for this this summer. I feel pretty good now. Hayden has already committed to this for us. Thank you, Hayden. But we have something cool and new coming that I'm not going to elaborate on right now, but cool stuff's coming.
I hope so. I mean, I got a little peek behind the curtain about some stuff. I don't know if that's what you're referencing, but I am excited for some of the stuff that might be coming down the pipeline. This draft is underway. We got the 110. I will just say though, on your stacking thing, stacking should not be hard for you this year, because the best backdoor stack on Underdog this year is the Mac Jones Patriots stack. It's there for you.
Oh, of course I got that one. Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure, because that one, although Tyquan Thornton, buddy, he is screaming up draft boards.
He is. I got a bunch of them real cheap, but I can do the late stacks for sure. But I've been baited into being an early quarterback guy. So like I've got a ton of Justin Fields. I got a ton of Lamar Jackson. I guess I have a decent amount of DJ Moore because of Justin Fields. But yeah, my teams are terrible.
Yeah, it's tough out here. I finally got red pilled on the late QB strategy on one of my streams on Wednesday, and now I'm kind of interested in messing it up, or messing around with it. All right, here we go. Speaking of Patriots wide receivers, wide receiver dead zone. Name 12 Patriots wide receivers before your next pick, or take Denzel Mims. This can be, past or present. 12 Patriots wide receivers.
Troy Brown, David Givens, David Patton, Julian Edelman, Taylor Price, and N'Keal Harry. Man, I'm already having a tough time. Tyquan Thornton. They're going so fast. Kendrick Bourne, Jacoby Myers. God, I really got to knock these out.
It gets hard when you're under the pressure.
It really does. My heart's pounding. What the
Best
fuck?
Patriots
There are guys
wide
on our
receiver of all
team
time?
right now. Devontae Parker.
Yep.
Andre Tippett.
Yeah, that's 11. You're going to get there.
Jabbar Gaffney.
Okay. I was asking for Randy Moss there, that you just skipped over the low-hanging fruit.
I did. I got very nervous. I started sweating and my heart was pounding.
Oh man. Hey, calm down, everyone. I will deal with the chat. I will handle them. You do get to pick whoever you want.
I'm not looking at the chat. I don't have YouTube open. I thought that was bad etiquette.
No. I'll deal with them. They're fine. All right. You do get to pick who you want. Bijan, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Jonathan Taylor. What do you like?
I'm a Bijan guy.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to put him in the queue, buy us a little bit of time, because we are picking at 10. We do have a quick turnaround between the prompts at the turn here. All right. I see leg day. Do cap races from now until your pick or draft a Giants wide receiver. Can we get some leg raises over here?
Yeah. I actually have a confession for the chat, which is on brand for today. I skipped leg day today.
Oh, uh-oh. This is going to fuel into that photo that surfaced when we were in Arizona.
I was all pumped up to do it today. I was going to stick it to the chat and come in here pumped and dry with massive quads. And I just got tied up and I couldn't go.
Did you legitimately use that photo? So the backstory on this one is, when I was out in Arizona, I was going to the gym with Rudman and Sam Berman. I just took a photo. Honestly, didn't even think about it. Just like, hey, going to the gym with Rudman. People started roasting you for a bad angle on your legs. And I swear to God, you have used that as bulletin board material for the past 3 months or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I'll use that for the rest of my life. I have bulletin board material I'm a big mental bulletin board material guy.
That's incredible. Incredible. Yeah, because like that is the thing too. And I've written about this before. We all have to come up with arbitrary reasons to push ourselves because otherwise, when I'm like running a sprint, I'll just be like, I should just stop. Why should I continue doing it? And I'll be like, no, I want to be better than this person or whatever. Like you got to.
Oh yeah, I have screenshots of tweets from anonymous people saying, "Oh, BBM3 will never fill. BBM4 sucks, etc., etc." I look at them all the time, and it makes me work harder.
Love it. All right, you are about to be on the clock, assuming you continue to do your calf raises.
My calves are unironically burning.
Yeah, I like so. Wow, just a nice little 1 minute pump there. On the board, Jonathan Taylor, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, Tony Pollard, Barkley. If you want to stay on the Giants theme, Nick Chubb, the quarterbacks. What do you like?
I'm staring at ARSB.
All right, let's do it. Oh, he goes. He sniped you right at the last second.
Motherfucker,
You got
who was
sniped.
it?
GA.
I don't really like Jalen Waddle because Tua stinks. I have a lot of Olave. I'd go Olave or high T Nick Chubb.
What you say it? This is your
Give me
pick.
Chubb. Give me Chubb. Give me Chubb.
Okay, I love this. This is what you do. If we're gonna have Nick Rudman on the stream and you're not going high T double running back start, what are we even doing here, man?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
All right, I'm done with my calf raises.
Yeah, you get to. How many days a week do you work out?
I do cardio 7 days a week, and I lift weights 5 days a week.
Okay, and what is there? Are you're on Team Stairmaster, right?
Oh yeah,
dude. I've been missing it. Now that I'm getting the home gym setup going, I haven't been, obviously going to the gym to do the Stairmaster. And man, it is the one thing I miss the most about the gym is having that. And it is really hard to justify paying like $6,000 for a Stairmaster at home.
It is. I see one going around Instagram. It's like an at-home compact one that is still thousands of dollars, but not $6,000.
A compact one? Like what? It's like a legitimate accordion that just folds up?
No, it's not that small, but it's probably like half the size of like a big industrial sized Stairmaster.
Okay. And how are you, because you are in New York for the summer, I assume you're kind of sweating finding a gym you like. I assume you're pretty particular about your gym setup and stuff. Was that anxiety inducing going to a new place?
Yeah, extraordinarily. I'm very picky about my routine in general. Like I eat the same thing every day. I just like to have the same day every day. And I'm suffering. I'm weaker. I feel in worse shape. I'm not happy about it. But while I'm here, I'm trying to get a lot done for work with my coworkers and everything being here. So I'm giving myself a bit of a break. But yeah, I'm not thrilled. It's fucking up my diet and my lifting. But I did find a good gym.
I have some follow-up questions here. Neil wants to know, what do you do for cardio? Stairmaster, anything else?
No. I just do the stairs at a pretty slow 6 or 7. If I get like really pumped up and drink like a ton of coffee and have the right music, I'll jack it way up and go like full psychedelic sweat lodge. But otherwise, no, I just do the stairs because on the stairs I can be on my phone really comfortably. Like I do amazing work from the Stairmaster from like 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning.
And again, that is the beauty of Underdog Cardio Club, which, by the way, 8 more days, June 16th, to get your entries in. But I do have Hayden's question as well. What is your daily menu as far as eating the exact same things?
You want me to run through it? Like every
I do. I'm gonna spin the wheel, but I need to know.
I'll do cardio on empty stomach. Cardio doesn't work unless you're fasted. Then I'll do a protein shake, which is like 1 or 2 scoops away. Then I'll do 5 hard-boiled eggs, 1 cup dry measure oatmeal with 1 cup of frozen raspberries mixed in there.
Speaking of cardio, can you get to the Peloton?
Yeah, I can get to the Peloton.
Okay. Keep talking through the day in the life here.
Yeah, so I'll do a cup of oatmeal. I'll do a cup of frozen raspberries. That's at 9:30 a.m. I won't eat again until about 12:30, where I'll do 8 ounces of white rice, generally sushi rice, and 8 ounces of ground beef. At 3:30, I'll do a shake that's a bunch of frozen berries, almond butter, and collagen protein and chia seeds. And after the gym at 5, I will do another protein shake. And then at 8, I will do 8 ounces of white rice and 8 ounces of ground beef again. And if I'm dieting, that's it. If I'm trying to gain weight, I will eat a bunch of junk at 10 p.m.
Wow. That is an impressively strict routine there. I will say this prompt, you do have to ride a mile on the next Peloton, or you have to draft a player under 180. Do you think you can get to a mile in about 4 picks?
No fucking way.
Start pedaling, buddy. Okay, here we go. I don't even know, because I'm not a Peloton bro, roughly how long does a mile take to bike?
I have no idea. I haven't ridden a stationary bike in years.
Okay.
But I'm flying right now.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to get to I honor system. I'm not going to get to a mile, but I did want to put in the effort.
No, I appreciate it. But we do now need to start brainstorming, like, who's
180 pounds.
I mean, I like they're saying I do need to put Tutu Atwell in the queue just in case. Can you?
Yeah, that's fair. He's obviously the first one I think of. I think there's got to be someone cooler than that.
Are there Deuce Vaughn?
Yeah, I like Deuce Vaughn. Can you just go to the board and start scrolling?
Yeah.
ETN is heavy, or not heavy, but he's not 180. Jahmyr Gibbs is 199.
How much is Christian Kirk, DJ Moore, any of these wide receivers?
Christian Kirk is pretty small, but I don't think he's 180.
How big is Marquise Brown? How much does Marquise Brown weigh?
I'm looking it up. Are we doing a combine weight?
We're almost on the clock, though. We got
all right, well, take Tutu Atwell if we have to.
Okay.
I'm a little upset that this prompt was impossible to complete. Marquise Brown's 170 pounds per Wikipedia.
Oh my goodness. How did I not get Marquise Brown for you? I mean, going from Marquise Brown to Tutu Atwell seems rough until you hear Davis say that he watched a clip of Tutu Atwell high pointing a football at OTAs and is convinced he's the second coming of Randy Moss.
Yeah, I know Davis is a Tutu guy.
All right. Speaking of Davis, look at the synergy with these picks. Flexis Mattek, bend over and stretch to your toes for 30 seconds. This is referencing you on a show with Davis saying you don't need to be flexible. If you can't, you have to draft Matt Slater. If you succeed, take any Patriot you'd like. Can you touch your toes for 30 seconds?
Yeah, I'm stunningly flexible.
Okay, let's see it. What? Holy cow. I thought you were saying you were super inflexible. What?
No, I can really move.
Now everything wow, I thought this was going to be impossible for you.
Oh no,
and it's this easy? Holy cow. My mind is blown right now. Uh-oh. The chat is trying to get you more bulletin. Nez says, look at how small those calves are.
Honestly, I'm really not that self-conscious about my calves. It's not a great picture, but I still don't train calves, and I'm probably not going to start.
All right. You're good. That was 30 seconds. Wow. So you now get to take any Patriot you would like, which is
That's
actually
my
an interesting prompt. That is your reward, even though Ramondre is the only Patriot go to the top 100 picks.
Yeah, I mean, take Ramondre, right?
Oh, is he here? No, he's gone.
He seems gone. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But you do get your choice of Juju, Taekwon, or Mike Gesicki.
Just take Taekwon, honestly.
That's right. Are you? I mean, I prefer Taekwon over Juju. I think maybe even straight up.
I saw Davis talking shit about Juju on Twitter for some reason, that his ADP is so terrible. I'm a Taekwon maxi, so I want Taekwon. I don't see any real reason that Juju couldn't have the exact same season Jacoby Myers just had. And I think Jacoby Myers had a pretty decent fantasy season. Yeah. He's not good, but I think he had 800 yards and 6 touchdowns.
My problem is I think Jacoby Myers is way better than Juju at this
point. See, I think they're the same player.
Okay. Also, guys, how many times do you have to watch the randomizer to ask questions? Why Tutu over Hollywood? I mean, if you have to ask that question, you don't understand the show. All right. It is see, this is what I have to deal with this show though, Nick, is because ideally I would have, if I spin the wheel too early, like the prompt last time would have been perfect. You having to try to get to a mile, having extra time, but sometimes having too much time makes the prompt entirely uninteresting. So it's a tightrope walk.
Yeah, that was tough. I'm still a little miffed. It was impossible, but what are you gonna do?
You probably got 0.2 of a mile on the Peloton. You've done 30 minutes of stretching and you've done a full minute of calf races. I mean, this is in addition to what else you've already done today.
Between that and trying to name 12 Patriots wide receivers, I'm pouring sweat.
Because you are like, in my mind, a Patriots historian. I feel like you are the kind of guy who knows all of these random facts about the Patriots.
I'm really bad at pulling things out of thin air.
Mm.
It's just, yeah, I do. I think I know a good bit of NFL trivia in general, but yeah, pulling things out of thin air, I panic.
What is I haven't even looked. What is the over-under on wins for the Patriots this year in like the betting market?
I want to say it's 8.5, or is it just a straight 9? I'm looking at
9 seems like it would be very high in that division.
I see it opens at 7.5. That's insane. I am unironically like pretty darn high on us. We're like the exact perfect random team to be good. The FUD just jumped the shark. Like we should have made the playoffs, barring like 3 ridiculous special teams mistakes, and having the worst coaching performance since the Urban Meyer Jags. I think we're going to win a lot of games.
Okay. I mean, the division stuff, but you are so out on the Dolphins. You think the Dolphins are frauds, right? You don't like Tua?
I'm almost more in on the Dolphins than I am the Bills or Jets. And I say this not as like a knowing hater. I think I'm being honest, at least. Where I really think the Bills, this is like their last chance. Like they better win the Super Bowl this year. And I don't see any reason why they'd be better than they were last year. And they weren't special last year. They're actually like pretty whatever. The Jets, I mean, come on.
Yeah. The Jets are going to, well, actually the Jets will be an interesting experiment. All right. Taylor's surprise song. So you are, of course, a big Swiftie. Name 3 of the 6 surprise songs Taylor performed at Gillette Stadium. This was a couple weekends ago. If you can't then draft any Taylor first or last name, are you this in the weeds on Swiftie stuff?
I'm not. I am an interesting kind of Taylor Swift fan where I don't feel any kind of way about her personally. I don't care about her stardom. I don't care about her as a celebrity. I am just in it for the music. I love the music. I don't care about her. I don't care about the gossip. I did follow the Maddie Healy stuff, which was good. But I didn't even know there were surprise songs. I know it rained, and I know people are selling the rain.
I saw that too. Yeah. It was it was insane. Even just driving around here, like even on like the gas stations, you'd like pull over and there'd be people. There was like 8 girls that were all heading there. I swear the entire state of Massachusetts was heading to that concert for those few days that she was here. It was in here's a question for you, because it sounds like you're not going to get this.
I'm not going to get it.
How many nights in a row do you think she could sell out Foxborough? Because I just wondered, because she sold out, what, 3 or 4 nights? Like if they just kept tacking them on, how many until someone said, all right, there's empty seats at a Taylor Swift Foxborough concert?
It's a very good question. I think Bostonians or whatever, Massachusetts, New England people might tap out after several weeks. Like only so many weeks of New Englanders can even afford to go. But I think I don't know. I think she could do an everyday residency at Foxborough and sell out every night for a year. Is that crazy? People would come from Canada. Like people would come from California. They would do whatever it takes, Haven't Celine Dion sold out Vegas for 15 years?
True. Although I guess Foxborough a little less of an ideal travel.
Right. And it's 70,000 people versus whatever size theater Celine is at.
All right. I'm going to do you the favor here and search
JJ Taylor.
JJ Taylor, Taylor Heineke.
A stunning lack of good Taylors in the NFL.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, yeah, you would think there would be a couple more Taylors on the board here.
I don't hate Taylor Heineke. He has a chance to play, right? It's Desmond Ridder and it's him, right?
Yeah.
Give me Taylor Heineke. That's actually a good pick.
It's just a legitimately good pick at 5'10". Yeah, people were wondering if you guys are going to have to throw the draft out because of Tutu Atwell at pick 34,
Private draft. Do you guys have at it?
Exactly. There's a reason why we do these randomizer drafts as private drafts, although some would argue the Best Ball Mania draft we did with David Kitchen on the Swolecast, he messed that one up pretty good the other day. All right, Veggie Tales. We're not making you eat vegetables. We know you just flat out won't do that, but we are going to try to get you to name 8 vegetables or draft Rashee Rice or CJ Ham. 8 vegetables.
Lettuce?
Yes.
Asparagus?
Yes.
Olives? Endive?
Oh, wow.
Green beans? Broccoli, Spinach. That's it. Well, I have to do one more.
One more. The last one is the toughest.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh, look at that. So you're actually you're a vegetable connoisseur. You're very well aware of these vegetables. You just don't want to eat them.
I'm like a food content guy. I mean, I watch food shows. I'll watch some cooking YouTube. Yeah, they're just not for me.
Yeah. You are going to get to select whoever you want for being able to name 8 vegetables. Looking at the
wide
board,
receiver.
Yeah, wide receivers, Ayuk, Lockett, Addison, Deontay Johnson, Traylon Burks, Tony Pickens.
I'd probably go Lockett.
I like Lockett. All right, let's get you Tyler Lockett. When do you remember what was the last vegetable you ate?
Yeah, I've tried. I mean, I've had cucumber by accident, like a couple times, like in sushi or something. I did try asparagus after a number of drinks, summer 2008. That's probably the last real one in Nantucket.
Okay. Also, I do have to check in on the chat. People are fact checking olive as a veggie. I am Googling it right now. Technically speaking, they're a fruit as they contain a seed and grow from the flower of a plant. However, its savory taste means that people often will refer to it as a vegetable. And this is from olivesandco.com. So,
well, the pick is made. So, like, Roto Run can object all he wants, but I've got Tyler Lockett on my team.
This is the thing. You get lots of vegetable know-it-alls who come out of the woodwork with these randomizer drafts. What do you but you have a strict diet, but when we were in Arizona, we went and got in and out. You're willing to live a little with your diet.
Oh yeah. I'm not crazy. It's not even that I diet just for fitness purposes. I really like the lack of decision making. Like Steve Jobs or like Bill Gates, like wear the same thing every day, so I don't think about it. I actually think picking out what you wear is like kind of fun. I don't like thinking about what to eat, and I certainly don't want to like be ordering Uber Eats. I save a ton of money. I save a ton of time. It's good for you. Eating the same thing every day is just like incredibly efficient. But no, because I diet so much, when I can't, I don't care at all. I'll eat whatever the hell I want. I'll just fix it later.
I'm actually with you on that as far as because I'm one of those people, and people get really mad when you say this, and I guarantee you have the same answer as me. Like if you could take a pill that meant you never had to eat or got hungry again, I'm guessing you would take that pill in a second, right?
Yeah, I've divorced myself from the sexiness of food, is what I like to say.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like if I could just live my life, and I would have no problem. People are like, well, what about like the community element of sitting down at a dinner table? It's like, I can still fucking sit down with people. I just don't have to eat.
Totally.
And not having to worry about food prep. If I wasn't married to someone who was a very good cook, I think I would be in a very similar boat with you. I would do a ton of like meal prep, standardizing things, eliminating, because I'm the same way as you. I don't like having to think about it.
I mean, I love going to dinner. I go out to dinner. I eat, things that are very bad for me twice a week. I don't worry about the diet too much. I don't want to be. I'm not a bodybuilding competitor. I don't want to be that lean. I still like being strong, which requires eating carbs and burgers and all that.
All right, next prompt here: the return of the Gauntlet. What was the roster of the winning team from the single game Super Bowl contest or draft Nick Foles? And this is a bad prompt in that I don't even know if I know the answer to this. Do you know this? What team won the single game Super Bowl contest on Underdog?
Like the roster?
I believe that's what it's asking. I should have wrote the answer down or followed up before we put this one on the wheel.
I don't know the roster of any team that's ever won anything, to be honest, except draft. Previous company before Underdog, we had a tournament winner win our biggest tournament with a single bullet with a Ryan Fitzpatrick, Preston Williams, Devontae Parker stack, I think.
Okay.
Guy's only draft ever. He won like $100,000. That's pretty cool. I guess we're taking Nick Foles, but this is a bullshit prompt, to be honest.
It's a bullshit prompt. So Chipsy, post the answer in the chat. Post the answer. You want him to. I'm trying to even think who went off that game. That feels like such a distant memory. That was a Kenneth Gainwell game, right?
This most recent Super Bowl?
Yeah. Or no, Gainwell was I can't even remember. Who for the Chiefs scored fucking points in that game? Was it Kadarius Toney?
Sky Moore.
Oh yeah, Sky Moore had a touchdown. God, I mean, Chipsy.
Stupid, forgettable game.
Here we go. Hurts, AJB, Pacheco, Juju. What's the you have to draft Nick Foles because you didn't know that.
I think I'm not mad at Nick Foles with our back. Oh, he's not even on a team, huh?
Oh.
I thought he might be like an elite backup somewhere.
The are you disappointed that the people expect you to have an encyclopedic knowledge of all winning rosters on Underdog over the years?
Not really. I people like Chip Skylark, who I'm familiar with from the internet, they think I do all sorts of things at Underdog that like I don't really do, which is fine. It's fine.
How many players from Pat's winning lineup could you name?
Tyquan Thornton, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones wasn't on it, but
Okay,
Tyquan
well,
Thornton
Tyquan.
was. Yeah. Only you would remember Tyquan Thornton over Austin Eckler on that roster.
True. Yeah, Austin Eckler. Did he have Devontae Adams? Yeah,
No.
did he start Eckler Adams? So that would be possible.
No, it was Eckler Barkley start. Anyways, Nick's own Eras tour. Can you sing the song from a Taylor Swift song? Can be any Taylor Swift song, or you have to draft a former Patriot. Can you hit us with some bars?
Yeah, you want to hear? So I saw this in the chat, and I was practicing today.
Okay, you were practicing. I like that. Let's hear it.
Fuck. I got it. Can I pull up? Pulling up lyrics isn't cheating, right? I just gotta like.
No, yeah, no. This is more just about you showcasing your chops here.
For sure. Can I get some inspiration for a Taylor song? I spent all day singing Taylor Swift, and I didn't pick a song that I wanted to do.
Yeah. You said you're just in it for the music, so the song's.
I'm gonna do invisible. I'm gonna do invisible string.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm just trying to figure out where I want to start. I'm not gonna do the chorus. I'm just gonna do the part I want to do. Green was the color of the grass where I used to read at Centennial Park. I used to think I'd meet somebody there. Teal was the color of your shirt when you were 16 at the yogurt shop. You used to work just to make a little money. That's it.
I love it. That's, you see this guy at the gym, with these, intimidating headphones on, lifting ungodly amounts of weight, but that's what he's listening to while working out. Have you ever bench pressed to Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I used to do like a lot of whatever, like girly music in the gym, like whether it be like Mariah Carey or Taylor Swift. I've been pretty committed to like my Slipknot and Godsmack recently, so a little more on the nose. But yeah, I still do listen to Taylor in the gym sometimes. That's not Davis's favorite. That's my favorite.
Wow. Yeah. You guys have to arm wrestle over whose favorite it really is. You do get to pick whoever you want here, as is standard on these streams on my channel. All the best picks available are running backs, but I can look at wide receivers for you if you'd like.
Yeah. Will you unclick wide receiver and scroll so I can just see where the wide receiver actually is with regards to ADP?
Michael Thomas.
I hate those guys.
Yeah. Welcome to my life, bud.
Give me Darren Waller.
All right, now we're cooking here. I want to get more Darren Waller in my drafts. I was talking about that the other day. I don't have enough of him, and he's finally starting to drop. I think he was one of the tight end fallers over the past few weeks there.
I don't think I have any. I forget who talked me into take 3 tight ends at the last 3 picks, but I kind of like that. I have a lot of Kyle Pitts actually.
Okay, I for some reason I wouldn't have necessarily pegged you as a Kyle Pitts guy. I feel like you would just make fun of him being a streamer pick, us just chasing a shitty ghost. But you're in on Kyle Pitts?
Kinda. I mean, I loved him so much in college. I didn't watch him suck last year. I was like, didn't watch the Falcons, so like maybe he could still be good. And yeah, he's just, I don't know. He's just always there for me when I need him.
I like it. Yeah. I mean, it's a bummer we couldn't get Taylor Heineke stacked with Kyle Pitts in this draft. But as Purple Yosh points out, you were able to correlate Darren Waller with your Tutu Atwell pick because the Rams and Giants famously play in Week 17, Nick.
Sure.
What is the official Nick Rudman take on Week 17 correlation?
It's genuinely blown out of proportion how much anyone at Underdog dislikes it. It's just that one Davis stream with Josh and Hayden where he was exclusively drafting for Week 17 correlation, like not even thinking about anything else except maybe random.com. But no one has any genuinely bad feelings. Maybe Josh does have a few negative bad feelings about week 17, but no one cares. It's just kind of funny, and like I'll never memorize week 17, no matter how much you guys focus on it.
I was dying. Josh Norris just got married this past weekend on his way to his honeymoon, and he's out here firing off tweets from First Class about Gerald Everett. I was like,
dude, I was dying. So he slacked me that Gerald Everett take, and I go, you have to tweet that from your honeymoon. It was a good take. Why can't Gerald Everett be Dalton Schultz in the Kellen Moore offense? But yeah, very funny that he was thinking about that on his way to wherever he is, Europe.
Yeah, Josh, if you're watching, we're all begging you to go have some sex and not think about Gerald Everett right now. We're begging you. Nez, yeah, this is the ultimate test. Who do the Patriots play week 17?
Dolphins?
Come on.
I don't know.
Oh.
I know our first 3 games. That's it. The Bills,
baby. Yeah.
Interesting. That game might matter. Quite a bit.
Now, how many people, because you're playing in a lot of Underdog employee only contests, how big are these contests? Because I'm going to tell you, you might be needing to think about week 17 in some of these, Rudman.
Let me see. My teams are so bad. I think I like doing slow drafts, but I think I'm bad at them. Like the process of me waking up and making 5 picks, like I just don't think hard enough. FanDuel Bowl Mania has 1,500 entrants, and it is 89% full.
Okay. That's you might not need to start correlating there depending on how big the final is. All right, never miss a leg day. Here we go. People love getting you to name things in this round of the randomizer. Name 5 types of leg exercises. If you can't, you have to draft a player with small legs. A very arbitrary punishment there. 5 types of leg raises. This should be easy for you, Rudman.
Yeah. Leg curls, leg extensions, squat, sissy squat, hack squat.
What is define a sissy squat?
You go onto your toes and you get a big stretch through the bot, like you right above your knees, like your lower quad.
Do you program your own workouts, or do you have someone program for you, or what do you do? Just vibes?
I work with an online coach for probably 3 months a year. If I have like a goal that I need to financially shame myself into it. I'm really good at getting to the gym and working out. I am not good at making myself do workouts that I don't want to do. So she will give me extremely hard workouts that I could never force myself to do on my own. So for probably 3 months a year, I'll be on a really strict schedule. And then besides that, I just go with no plan. I just do whatever I want. I'll have a goal in mind. By the end of football season, I want to bench this much. And I'll loosely work on that with some kind of plan.
Have you ever used an NFL player's combine performance as specific motivation of I want to bench more than this guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For a long, long time, I was chasing Gronk's 23 reps of 225.
Yeah.
Now I'm chasing Stephen Paez 44 or whatever.
Wow.
Oh, even this year, who was it that I really want? Myles Garrett, 33, and I got 32.
Ooh. Miles still has that edge on you there.
It does.
All right. We are heading up here to pick in the 9th round. You do get to pick whoever you want because you successfully named 6 different leg exercises. The team for the audio listeners, I do need to recap this. At quarterback, Taylor Heineke, Nick Foles. Mike Leone preaches no dead roster spots. Might need to look into this at quarterback. Actually, make your pick because you're on the clock now.
I just saw. Wait, did Jameson just go? Mother.
He did. Wide receivers, Lazard, Odell, Jacoby, Zay, Sky.
I'll take Lazard. I'm actually pretty high on Lazard.
Okay. Now I'll do a full. Actually, no, we need to spin. Then I can recap. I forgot we're on the wrap here. Bump it a bump. What do we got? Did I forget to remove this Taylor surprise one? No. Okay. Building a dynasty. This is a good one. Name 3 architects better than Matt Patricia, who, the word on the street was he was actually doing some architecture work for the Patriots last year, or draft a Patriot. Do you know 3 other architects?
Yeah, easy. I'm a huge architecture guy.
Yeah. Hit it.
Antonio Gaudi, Frank Lloyd Wright, Gehry, Gehry. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I love it. Have we actually seen any of the work that Matt Patricia did? Have we seen one of the rooms and everyone's like, this is a Matt Patricia brain trust?
I don't think he did true architect. I gotta find the scoop again. It's a real scoop from a real Patriots reporter. I forget exactly who. It may have been Phil Perry. He was organizing the cafeteria of like Patriot Place.
Okay, you do. I want to explore this a little further, but you are on the clock again here. Kamara, Ryan, Kirk Cousins, Freiermuth, Daniel Jones, Odell, Jacoby.
Give me Jacoby Myers.
Okay. Let me grab Jacoby. All right, I'm going to recap this team, and then I want to talk architecture. Taylor Heineke and Nick Foles at quarterback. Great room there. Bijan and Nick Chubb got that double anchor RB. It worked for Pat, $2 million. Why wouldn't it work for you? Wide receiver, Tutu Atwell, Tyquan Thornton, Tyler Lockett, Alan Lazard, Jacoby Myers. You're recovering. You're recovering after the 2-2 pick. Tight end, Darren Waller. Do you think the architecture stuff was Patricia being like, hey, this is like a side passion of mine, I'd love to help out? Or is this like there's someone who's choking on a plane and they ask on the intercom, is there a doctor on board? Were they just like, I'm just, how does the sausage get made on Matt Patricia becoming an architect?
I can tell you exactly how this happened.
Okay.
A lot of people, including me, blamed Belichick for ruining last season by hiring Matt Patricia and only working with his cronies in Patricia and Judge. I kind of think that Kraft, who is spending $250 million renovating the stadium, building a new lighthouse, who's also like obsessed with soccer and like really just like cares about that whole facility, not just a stadium, but like the restaurants, the movie theaters, whatever, cheaped out and said, why would Belichick not want to hire an offensive line coach? Like he wants to have Matt Patricia be the offensive line coach and the offensive coordinator. Like that sounds like a disaster for him. So Kraft wants to redesign some facility and he's like, hey, Belichick, let me just borrow your guy, Patricia, who's an architect. Can't he do this for free? I think this was a money-saving thing. And I got another scoop here on evidence that Kraft wants to save money. Is we finally signed an offensive line coach, Adrian Clem from Oregon. And I was talking to my friend, Mike Lombardi, and he said that we barely got Clem in the building because Kraft would not pay $100,000 to buy him out of Oregon.
So is it both Kraft and Belichick who are stingy? Wasn't there a rumor too that it was like Belichick had like X amount of money for his like coaches and then whatever was left he got? And so he's like, why don't I just skimp on it?
Maybe. I think Belichick makes a lot of money. I don't think he's...
Yeah.
Maybe it works that way, but I have a hard time believing that. I don't know. I think they're both jerks in their own way. I've never had a problem with Kraft in my entire life. But I started spinning last season as his fault pretty soon after the season ended last year.
How big of a difference do you think them having an offensive coordinator this year will be? Does it make you much more excited?
It's not. I'll tell you what. It's not reflected in these offensive players' ADPs. It's going to be night and day.
Here we go. So okay, I want the Nick Rudman. Where do you think the true efficient ADP of these Patriots? Should Ramondre be a first round pick?
No. It's just like never that simple with Patriots running backs. Like he's great, but like it's going to end up getting complicated. Ty Montgomery's going to play like a lot.
Yeah.
I don't really think Pierre Strong or Kevin Harris will matter, but I think Ty Montgomery's going to matter.
Haven't you started to walk back your Pierre Strong sucks take? Like, aren't you getting a little nervous? Pierre Strong, Ramondre goes down and he's just a league winner.
So I believe my take was that Pierre Strong last year had no chance of being relevant. Yeah. Because I don't really believe in rookie running backs on the Patriots mattering. I get Ramondre had a good rookie year. Part of that is about Damian being hurt. But I'm just not a Patriots rookie running back guy.
Yeah, it's fair. Historically, that has not worked out. All right, Jonathan Taylor Swift. Combine two other players' names into a celebrity name or take J.J. Taylor. Can we come up with another Jonathan Taylor Swift-esque element here? I'll scroll through, see if we can find some inspiration. Geno Smith, Sky Moore, some stuff.
No, there's
there.
No Skies. Is there a famous Aaron? There's no famous Moonies. Jared. There's no Fogel.
Cook. There was something with the Cook brothers. Might be relevant.
Well, you're going a little fast.
Sorry.
That's all right.
R.
Tyler. Who's a famous Tyler? Who's a famous Irv?
Oh, how about something with Jordan Love?
Who's a famous first name Jordan? I'm really bad at pulling these people out of thin air. I was working
on the last name. I was trying to go from last name to first.
Was Jordan Jefferson was the quarterback at LSU.
Is that so? I guess.
Jordan Love and Van Jefferson.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I was looking at the last names here.
Jaden Smith, Jaden Reed, and anyone you want, last name Smith.
Okay,
That's pretty good.
There you go. Yeah, I'm trying to. Is there one as clean as Jonathan Taylor Swift?
Would I have to use a full player's name and then somebody's last name? That's kind of like a weird convention.
It is.
I was just going first name, last name.
Yeah. Let's see what the chat has here. George Jefferson, Tom Ford, Tim Cook. Kendrick Lamar is a good one.
Kendrick Lamar is a good one. I don't know if it's as good as Jaden Smith, but Kendrick Lamar is a good one.
Jaden Riley Reed, Michael Jordan Love. Okay, now we're mashing up across. These
are fun, but these aren't famous people's names.
No, but it was just any celebrity into a celebrity name.
Combine two other players' names. Yeah, Jaden Smith.
Okay. Let's see here. The board. Odell Beckham. Are you in on Odell Beckham? 20 picks past ADP. Sky Moore.
Wait, hold on. I just peeked at the YouTube chat, and everybody says that Jaden Smith is like a bullshit answer. What's wrong with Jaden Smith?
You told me you weren't looking at the chat.
I pulled it. I got self-conscious. I pulled it up.
Logan Thomas Jefferson is a really good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah, I'm Terry. This is like the Silva episode. You think I'm going to look in Rudman's eyes and tell him he's wrong? Get the fuck out of here. Who do you want to pick?
Odell Beckham. Darnell Mooney?
Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney has the comeback on your Taylor Heineke week 7.
That's exactly right.
There you go. All right, let's spit again. Dalvin, James Dalvin Cook is a good one. Chris Rock Olave.
I'm baffled by the 3-name combo.
All right. Nick Rudman, alumni at Miami, the U, go Hurricanes, sing the University of Miami alma mater or draft Braxton Berrios, which probably isn't a punishment for Nick. I don't even know. Do they have an iconic fight song?
We don't. Our alma mater sucks. I actually don't even know it.
Wow. All right. I'm putting this one. I can't help you wiggle out of the way. You are going to have to take Braxton Berrios.
My classmate and close personal friend.
So does that complicate
I don't really know.
Does that complicate your Tua sucks meme? Like, say Jalen Waddle or Tyreek Hill gets hurt, Braxton Berrios is playing in all 2 wide receiver sets for the Dolphins, goes off, and has this incredible connection with Tua. Is that going to be problematic for you?
No, I cheer for Braxton Berrios when he was a Jet too. My Hurricane fandom sort of transcends the NFL as it pertains to individual players. And just because I don't think Tua's good, I don't really have anything against him. I just don't really like it. But I don't hate the Dolphins the way I hate the Jets.
Yeah.
I actually think the Dolphins are kind of cool.
I think they're a fun team for sure.
Yeah, they're cool. I just it's just sort of a weakling to me. And I'm such a Jalen Hurts guy that in the college thing, I was a big supporter of Hurts over Tua.
What is because fantasy people were all wrestling with this. Who's the back to take? Let's make it cost adjusted because I do think that makes it more interesting. Who is your favorite Dolphins back at cost? Devin Achane, Raheem Mostert, or Jeff Wilson?
I'm an Achane guy, big time Achane guy.
Okay.
I just want that 1 80-yard touchdown that I get to use as my usable running back.
Yeah.
I also learned it's pronounced Achane from you, and it made me like him even more. I was saying Akane or something.
I mean, I personally would not use me as a primary source for pronunciations, but I had read somewhere that it is pronounced H-A, but I wouldn't trust me in general with that stuff. I just say things with confidence and then hope I'm right is kind of just my play with stuff.
Oh, interesting. You say it so much, I figured you would have looked it up to make sure you don't look like an idiot.
Come on, Rudman. You think I'm afraid of looking like an idiot out here? This is a fun question from our guy, John. What was college Rudman like? Are you similar to what you are now? Were you a different animal? Were you a frat guy? What were we working with?
I'd say I'm fairly different now. I'm much better behaved. I was fairly psychopathic through high school and college. I was in a frat. I'm not proud of how I necessarily acted all the time. What did I take? I was a political science major.
Okay.
But yeah, I was a very typical like douchey frat guy, big time. I was even worse in high school, to be honest.
Did you do any like insane like beer chugging challenges? Like you strike me as like I drank 24 beers in an hour once or something.
Yeah. Dangerous binge drinking.
Okay. This is what happens at the University of Miami. Are you still friends with any of your former frat bros?
Yeah. My best friends are still my high school friends, but I'm still friends with the guys who are my frat. I'm definitely not friends with anybody that wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Who was it? Wait, who was the Greg Olson? Wasn't he in a problematic Miami University frat?
That football players weren't really allowed to be in frats. He was in a problematic crew. The seventh floor crew. Yeah. I think he's very embarrassed about that.
I bet. I mean, even we all have things that we did in college that we're embarrassed about. Were you? I don't want to date you too much. Were you close to Greg Olson?
No, I'm 33.
Okay,
I just turned 33. Greg Olson was years before me. I was a Ja'Cory Harris Miami era guy.
Okay. I actually think people were wondering how old you were. Maybe there was a prompt or something that asked it. Now you're making me feel old. Just because I do think it's dumb, but just because you're a big dude, I just assumed you were older than me, but I am older than you.
I did have my beard was white for a period of time. People thought I was like 60.
Yeah.
But no, I'm 33.
33. There you go. You got the best years ahead of you.
We'll see.
He didn't stutter, Daniel. 33. All right. I don't know what kind of stuff you have available to you. Can you make and drink a protein shake before your next selection?
I'm just kind of good with Ty Montgomery here, to be honest. I need another running back.
You do need to, and you did just hype up Ty Montgomery.
Yeah, no, I'm good with Ty-Mo.
Okay, Ty Montgomery, is he going to be? Like,
someone's going to take him in front of me now?
Is he better than peak like Brandon Bolden in this offense, like his role, or what do you expect?
He's barely played for us because he was hurt. But I knew we loved him last year. It sounds like we love him again this year. I mean, when is the last time we didn't have a good pass catching running back? You know, they clearly think that he can be a Kevin Falk, a James White, that type of reliable third down back.
Yeah, I mean they've done it all. I mean, it was back whenever it was a split backfield, and then they toss out Brandon Bolden. It was just Brandon Bolden for so long, and now it seems like it's going to be Montgomery here.
Brandon Bolden was very triggering to me that year that he was somewhat fantasy relevant on the Patriots. We were running him on third down.
Yeah. Fleshing out the Ty Montgomery thing, do you think we're not going to get like full blown bell cow Ramondre Stevenson?
No way. I don't think that means that his ADP is bad though.
Right.
Like he might just could still go crazy, but no, I don't think it's full bell cow at all. Like I think that we might be. I don't think we're in the running for Dalvin Cook, but like it wouldn't be the craziest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, that actually wouldn't shock me. That what do you think is, because I have not heard like a truly logical Dalvin Cook landing spot. Like where does it actually make sense for him to go? Where both he wants to go and the team wants him. That's the trick.
I'm an anti-running back. I lean anti-running back, kind of. I know, like, not necessarily in fantasy, but just in general, I think they're very replaceable. I want him to be a Jet. But I think Miami probably makes the most sense. Why wouldn't you want to be in Miami? He's from South Florida. He could be the guy there.
Well, see, this goes back to my thing. I think he definitely wants to be in Miami. I don't think Miami wants him. And I think that's where it's hard to find where is the place where he wants to be that the team also wants him.
What the Schefter said Denver's the other place. That doesn't feel great either.
It doesn't, but I could see them wanting a third body there with Javonte. Maybe not ready to go at the start. We already had this one. That's my bad. Not removing that prompt. We shall spin again here. What round are we in? We're about to pick in the 14th round here. I see a prompt that starts with just win, baby. We want you to call another Patriots fan and tell them you are switching to Kansas City because you like winning or you draft Kayshon Boutte. Do you have a Patriots fan you can prank call and tell them you're becoming a Chiefs fan?
No one's going to believe this. I can do it, but like,
I want to hear you try. I do want to hear you
All
try.
right. What do I have to say? I'm switching to Kansas City because
Yeah, you're saying you can just say like, because you're switching to KC because you like winning. Any
All
other
right, let me
kind
see
of
if you.
selling that who are you calling?
I'm going to call my friend Zach Wallach. I have it on speakerphone. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it.
Yeah, maybe just put it close to the mic or wherever the mic is.
Can you hear this? Can you hear the ringing?
Yeah.
Probably with his children.
It's all right. You can. The kids can wait for this.
Wallach. Wallach.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can.
I have a confession I got to make.
What's that?
I'm on stream right now, and I have to confess to you that I'm changing to become a Kansas City Chiefs fan because I need to win something now. I'm tired of not winning. I got to win, so I'm changing to the Chiefs.
Do you have a gun to your head right now? Do I need to call the authorities? What's happening?
He asked if I have a gun to my head, and it's basically yes.
It's
Basically,
a content
yes.
gun. Yeah.
I'm concerned for your safety. I will call whatever responsive authority in the New York area that I need to call. SWAT team, FBI, whoever it is.
I appreciate you looking out for me. I want the clock. I got her on. See ya. I get to pick anybody I want.
You get to pick whoever you want, but quickly because I
need a running back.
Yeah.
Give me Devin Singletary. Dante Foreman.
Let me see. Ooh. I got you.
No one's fast. Nobody's faster than you.
I am pretty quick, but we do have to point out something. As Anthony pointed out, I need a running back. Ty Montgomery is a wide receiver on Underdog.
Oh, that's a nice edge.
I thought either that was going to be your reaction or like I got to go talk to our team and make sure he gets coded as a running back going forward.
That seems like a fuck up. He's a running back.
Oh my goodness. How do you know the guy you just called?
I grew up with him and Jeremy.
Okay.
Jeremy was best man at his wedding, so he's in the crew. He's in the Patriots group chat. He is a more psychopathic Patriots fan than I am. Even he's good.
That seems hard to believe because I consider you a psychopathic Patriots fan, and that even involves like my mother-in-law who loves the Patriots more than anything. And you're telling me there's an even level beyond you guys?
Yeah. I'm like more critical of the Patriots than he will ever be generally.
Yeah. Wait, are you? So you would say, because I feel like homerism sometimes manifests in different ways. Sometimes it's like blind eye, the team can do no wrong or whatever. But sometimes it is like, I'm going to be so hypercritical of everything.
I hate those guys. There's so many Patriots fans who have spent what a miserable life being a Patriots fan that hates the Patriots for the last 20 years. I don't think I'm a homer. I just think that I know a lot about the Patriots and have good taste. I don't know what to say. It's hard to think that I'm a homer when, like, yeah, I've been pretty positive on the Patriots for 25 years. Have I been fucking wrong? Like,
I just know a lot about the Patriots and have good taste. I'm not a homer. Oh my goodness. That is exactly what a homer would say in defense of why they're not a homer.
I said he stuck last year. Like, what else do you want me to do?
Okay, I know you're not going to like this thought exercise, but if in this weird hypothetical, you were no longer allowed to root for the Patriots, but you had to have a devout fandom for another team in the NFL, who would be your second team?
My second team was the Lions for a little bit here. I just pivoted this summer to the Seahawks.
Okay.
They're my second team now.
Because Dan Campbell took Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round and that really offended your sensibilities?
That was part of it for sure. Also, like, I'm tired of waiting to watch Jameson Williams play. And I'm like a bigger NFL draft guy than I am like NFL football guy. And the Seahawks draft was so cool and like so satisfying as like a draft fan that I just want to cheer for Devin Witherspoon.
All right, we have an interesting prompt here. Someone sent this in. I don't know. Hopefully you didn't click the article, but two-sport athlete, Eddie House from the 2008 Boston Celtics said 3 of his teammates would make it in the NFL. Can you name the 3, or you have to take a player over 200 pounds, which now that I read that is...
That's everybody.
That's everybody.
He specified the 3 teammates?
He did.
Okay, Glenn Davis is one of them.
They were a big baby.
James Posey?
No.
KG?
No.
I was trying to think of who else were the tough guys. PJ Brown?
Here's the thing. I'll give you a hint. Don't think tough, because Eddie House did not think tough on this after he was starting to think other positions after Big Baby.
Like the backup guard. I don't know.
He went. It's true, Eddie. And honestly, one of them is somewhat of a.
Can I look up the Celtics roster?
Yeah, you can. One of them was
Tony Allen, Marcus Banks.
Nope. No.
Marcus Banks? Oh, I thought for sure that would be one. Sam Cassell?
No.
Brian Scalabrine? I guess we're just reading the roster at this point. These aren't very fair guesses.
I'll tell you why this prop is bullshit. Well, first of all, one of them was Rajon Rondo. He said Rajon Rondo had the first skill set. Yeah. The other, though, because I was reading this article trying to figure it out. I'm like, wait, where's the third guy? He named himself as the third player who would make it into the NFL. He said he needed to gas himself up and then he would play wide receiver.
Well, that's another cheap prompt.
It is. But you
I can take anybody I want anyway. Besides
you get
Tutu Atwell.
Take any player over 200. No skinny guys here. It's no Wan'Dale Robinson.
Damn, I don't need any more. I probably need a starting quarterback.
Yeah, you do.
Stroud.
You want Stroud?
Yeah. Stroud's my favorite out of those guys.
Okay. Are you on team Kyler Murray just is not going to be a factor?
I hated Kyler Murray last year when he was healthy, let alone.
He's not over 200 pounds probably either, so.
Yeah. And I'm a big Colt McCoy guy, so I'm in on Colt.
Okay. That dog in him. Nick must name 7 dog breeds in 30 seconds. I am going to get a clock up ready here that are not active UD contests. So no chows, no puppies. All those.
Chow Chow's full. Chow Chow's full.
Oh, you're right. I'm just in slow draft, so it's still on my mind. All right, I'm going to get this on the clock here. Are you ready for 30 seconds?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Pitbull, Pitbull Terrier, English Bulldog, French Bulldog, American Bulldog, Poodle, Greyhound, Italian Greyhound, Bernese Mountain Dog, Weimaraner. Is that 7?
That is. At first, I was like, if you just do all the variations of Pitbull, that would feel a little bit like cheating, but you did get there even without that. I will allow that. What is your dog? What kind of dog do you have?
He's an English Bulldog, Hercules.
There you go. I am shocked that he's not with you. It seemed to me you love that dog so much that you wouldn't leave him for this long.
I do. Complicated personal matters with the ex and the shared ownership of the dog, and
gotcha.
You know how it goes.
Well, all right. You do. What was the prompt here? I believe you get to pick whoever you want here. We have a crazy team that I will recap after this pick.
I need a running back? Yeah, I have 3. Give me Chase Brown.
All right, there you go. Chase Brown, come on down. All right, this team so far, this team is something. Taylor Heineke, Nick Foles, and CJ Stroud at quarterback. Running back, Bijan
not
Robinson.
bad.
Honestly, you could do worse. Running back, Bijan Robinson, Nick Chubb, Deontay Foreman, Chase Brown. Honestly, completely fine as well. Wide receiver, you went with the anchor wide receiver strategy with Tutu Atwell. Went and grabbed Tyquan Thornton, 100+ picks ahead of ADP. Tyler Lockett, Allen Lazard, Jacoby Myers, Darnell Mooney, Braxton Berrios, Ty Montgomery. This literally looks like all of the wide receivers Bill Belichick would take a swing on in an NFL draft over the course of a decade.
I like the team more than I bet the chat does. It's not that bad.
And tight end Darren Waller. You got an anchor tight end. I like this. You're saying you're ready to compete against the rest of these teams here this year.
Yeah, all these red badges think they're tough with their sick correlations. I'm just going to get lucky.
I love that. You put that up. That needs to be an Underdog ad. I'm sick of all these red badges and their sick correlations. Why don't you try just get lucky like me? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Chipsy wants to know why you haven't taken Mac Jones yet. Isn't Mac Jones gone? Oh no, he's still here. Yeah, you did take CJ Stroud over Mac Jones. I actually am shocked by that.
I think I might have like one share of Mac Jones because his ADP is so low that I like forget about it. Like I either figure he's already taken because why wouldn't he be? And I just kind of forget. I've never actually been a Patriots fantasy guy. I don't like having the double interest. And having Patriots is so triggering. Like the way that the offense goes generally is just like very frustrating. I was a big Gronk drafter, but outside of that, like I don't like to draft Patriots. Unless they're really cheap, like Type 1.
I mean, the Patriots that was back to when I started playing fantasy. Like those, I always remember I had Wes Welker that game. You'll have to help me out on the year. I believe it was 2009 or 2010. They had the snow game against the Titans where they just hung 50 and like everybody scored 2 touchdowns.
I was actually at that game.
Were you?
That was November 2009. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was, I mean, if you had any bit of Patriots during that kind of Randy Moss era, God, it was just the funnest thing.
Yeah, that was a good game. It was freezing.
Yeah, there's been some epic fantasy snow games. I also remember, what was it, a year or two later when you had the LaShawn McCoy snow game in Philly where he dropped like 50 points. They were basically saying there's going to be no scoring in this game. They could barely, there was like 2 feet of snow on the field and LaShawn McCoy just went nuclear. But I realize I'm venturing outside of New England territory here.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't really remember that one. I was also at Patriots Dolphins in Miami when Wes Welker had a 99-yard touchdown.
Okay. Was that when he was on the Dolphins?
No, it was like, I want to say it was last year on the Patriots, 2010.
Because isn't that how he got on Belichick's radar? He was like returning punts for the Dolphins, and then Belichick was.
Dude, we traded a second-round pick for him.
Yeah.
It was the most we'd ever traded for a player. I think it's still the most we've ever traded for a player.
It was kind of like the Chip Kelly thing with all of his, what was it, Pac-10 guys? Or just like, these are the guys I see every week. So these are the guys I want.
We always sign guys to kill us. I love it.
Yeah.
I love when we sign people that are tough against us.
Forgot to remove some of these prompts, getting doubled up here a little bit. That's on me. Ooh, this is a fun one. This is a repeat from last week. I'm excited about this one. Great day to be late. Pete puts Tom Brady in the queue. Rudman can't tell Peter who he wants to take until there is 1 second on the clock. If Pete can click in time, congrats, you get him. If not, we're drafting FTX spokesman Tom Brady. So I'm going to put Brady in the queue. Take a look at the board. You can tell me to scroll down. But we have to burn this clock down to 1 second. So I will just say, for your own sake, you're going to want to maybe make it relatively easy on me. I think what I'm going to do, last time I tried to expand and then draft, I think my play, let's say it was Brock Purdy. I think I'm going to go Brock Boom. I think that's going to be my 1 second move.
Okay.
Star slide. So I want you to keep taking a look at the board.
I can't give you any instructions at this time.
No, you can tell me to scroll if you want to look for.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah, just don't scroll. Just keep it up at the top.
Okay. So we have 26 seconds here. I'm going to get these nimble fingers ready. I didn't get it last time with Ian.
Where's your cursor right now?
My cursor is right here, hovering over Kyler.
All right.
My cursor is in. You told me not to scroll, which makes me think it's one of these. 10, 9. At 1 second, you tell me 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hayden Hurst.
Oh my. Ah.
Whoa.
Holy. Oh, baby.
That was the longest second in Underdog history.
I don't know how I got that.
Oaks is back there rigging the clock to get him in there.
I do not think I should have gotten that.
No, that was weird.
Oh my goodness. You know, it was on Ship Chasing last year when Tim Patrick had just gotten hurt and we were stress testing the system because it said like it had the out and it was like, you won't draft a player who has the out. And so I just let it run and we did test it out and it did in fact work. But
that's
wow.
Great. I love what some of our biggest marketing partners trying to find bugs on live streams.
There you go. Well, we might have found one tonight. I need to spin the wheel.
That was an incredible second.
Dude, do you want to know what's so crazy about that? My entire computer screen, like the windows got minimized as I was dragging stuff. God. All right. Compromise draft. Call Jeremy and ask if this draft should be thrown out because you selected whatever the worst pick of the draft is so far. Do you want to call Jeremy and ask him if the Tutu Atwell pick means this $3 draft needs to be thrown out?
I'm actually not going to. I'm actually not going to. I spoke to him just before this. He's busy.
Wasn't he just in Portugal?
He was probably just in Portugal. Yeah.
Wow.
He's the busiest guy on vacation in the world.
Well, he does this thing where it seems like he's simultaneously always on vacation, but always working is the best way I would describe it.
He works from an iPad in like exotic locations, but like very successfully. Like, yeah, he's at dinner with his laptop there.
There you go. You are going to have to select Tom Brady though, if you're not going to call Jeremy. That's just how it's going.
That's fine. He'll come back. I could use a starting quarterback. You
could. I mean, when you start with Taylor Heineke and Nick Foles, you do need to kind of round it out with a 4 QB room. You have a very unique structure. I need the data bros to look at 4-4-8-2 builds in 12-team individual leagues. The final team here, I will recap it. Taylor Heineke, Nick Foles, CJ Stroud, Tom Brady at quarterback, running back Bijan Robinson, Nick Chubb, Deontay Foreman, Chase Brown, wide receiver Tutu Atwell, Tyquan Thornton, Tyler Lockett, Alan Lazard, Jacoby Myers, Darnell Mooney, Braxton Berrios, Ty Montgomery, tight end Darren Waller, and Hayden Hurst. If you had to put a percentage odds that Tom Brady plays football, and I think we all agree it's low, but what would be the percentage chance he comes back in your mind?
This year or period?
Ever. Let's say ever. Yeah.
25.
Okay, that's high. That's a significant chance.
Yeah, 25%.
You think he gets bored real quick again?
Yeah, I think it's just a complete psycho. Like
and
I think he knows he can play, and he's right. The most understated or under talked about season ever was 5,300 yards and 48 touchdowns when he's 44 years old. It's like better than Pat Mahomes' best season ever when he's 26 years old.
Yeah.
So yes, I think he can still do it.
He keeps putting out funny videos that like he can't come back because he's taking care of his daughter's kitten. That seems
definitely not doing that.
Yeah. What is he even doing right now? Do we have boots on the ground? What he's doing?
He just filmed some video for NFL players to stop gambling.
Okay.
He's like the spokesperson. He's like Boys with Goodell now, which I hate. Or I just don't like that he did something for the league. I wish he had an adversarial relationship with them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Nick, you did, I wouldn't say you were not quite Silva level. I don't know if you're familiar with the randomizer.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Yeah. Evan Silva stonewalled me for 18 straight picks. Yeah.
I thought I was cooperative.
What's up?
I thought I was pretty cooperative.
You were. I mean, I would say there were some that were just, no fly zone for you, no matter what. We did, I think because it was an away game for you, I think we would have had a little bit more prompts to work with if you were at your home area.
Yep. Can I add, what is thought to be, I have my answer. What is thought to be the best or most entertaining randomizer stream? Is it when Silva just refused to comply?
I think for people who regularly watch the randomizer, that is an iconic episode just because everything I tried to do, he refused. I'm trying to think. I feel like the Tom Everett Scott ones are always good just because he's such a consummate performer and very entertaining. Last year, the Daigle one was very well reviewed because Daigle's on the extreme of like, I could literally tell him to do anything with a prompt and he would just do it. He would absolutely just do it. So
I'm a homer, but Norris trolling Silva to me was my favorite moment in randomizer history.
The "Are you okay" is an iconic one. Yeah. Yeah, the chat's saying Daigle. So yeah, we will have to get Daigle. Daigle was down for anything. Do you? Maybe I should say, I feel like there's a podcast that does this format where they ask their guests like who they should have on. Who do you think would be a good randomizer guest? Like last year, you helped me get in touch with Joey Molinaro. That was a super, super fun show. I love doing. Who else do you think would be good?
I would Gilbert. We work with Gilbert Arenas. He's big on pickup. He has yet to do a draft. Okay. I would love to get Gilbert drafting. He is always entertaining.
Let's do it. You know me, I'm definitely down to have Gilbert on. That sounds fun.
We'll do our best.
All right. Very much appreciated you hopping on. Any other little tasty morsels for the Underdog crowd you want to leak out here tonight before we go?
I got nothing. I think I gave you a little bit we'll have some new fun best ball stuff that's different than what we've done in the past. And I'm going to leave it there.
Love it. Appreciate it, Nick. Thank you for swinging by today. As for me, the only thing I have going on Saturday night, I'm going to continue my Best Ball After Dark series. If you're a YouTube member, you get access to those. Bringing on Chris G. He's an OG in the Deposit Kingdom. He actually won there was the Gauntlet a few years ago. It was the Gauntlet when it was the Bucks and Chiefs final. Chris took that down. Super sharp fantasy player, ship chaser, Deposit Kingdom member. I'm going to chop it up with him and do a Best Ball Mania draft Saturday at 9 p.m. for the YouTube members. But otherwise, I appreciate you all. Keep an eye out for the fun stuff Nick mentioned coming out on Underdog. And I will see you guys on Saturday. And if not, on Monday, when we continue our quest to draft 150 Best Ball Mania teams on stream. For Nick, I'm Pete. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you guys next time.